We just get more and more Binance drama and news. It seems like it's never stopping. Just something comes up every few months of something crazy that everyone starts to talk about. There's always the two sides to everything Binance related. Either people are saying it's going to crash and burn and collapse just like FTX, or there's nothing wrong with it. It's going to thrive and it's just a target because of how great they are. And I tend to think that they're probably much more closer to how FTX operated than being a legit great business. So, but they are a giant business, so them collapsing is going to play out over a longer period of time, unless something crazy happens, like the DOJ goes after them hardcore and like really goes after, shuts it down. Who knows? But I think that they're on the same path FTX was, just on a longer timetable. But recently, they've come out and they have suspended all US dollar withdrawals. So that was Binance US did that. It shouldn't be so shocking. It's like a huge headline, but I feel like this is something that was going to happen regardless. Could have happened a lot sooner, but has officially happened right now. They actually sent out this right here, this email, talking to their customer, updated their terms of service, and they're taking effect October 16th is when all this went into effect. Then, part of our commitment to offer you safe, secure, and reliable services, we periodically review and update our terms and policies. And then the two things that they ended up doing, saying they updated the deposit insurance language in our terms in accordance with guidance from the basically the FDIC, and updated language regarding U.S. dollar withdrawals in the event that customers wish to withdraw US dollars funds from their account. They may do so by converting the US dollar funds to a stable coin or other digital asset, which can subsequently be withdrawn. So you see, that is their solution to this whole thing. I think they lost, basically all their banking and all their banking partners. So they can't offer FDIC because they don't have any partners that have that anymore. So that's like this update here. And then they can't offer you the dollar withdrawals because they don't have any banking partners. So they're saying just buy a stable coin and withdraw it that way, which sure is something I guess you can do, but now you have to find somewhere where you can exchange that for the dollars that you want. Is there going to be fees associated with that? How much you're going to lose to that, fees and stuff. So everything is going to have a different type of thing. Or you can go into, an altcoin, a trash coin, and withdraw it that way. If you were going to go down that route, I'd probably just stick with Bitcoin and move it off that way. But, to each their own. And obviously, this is the breakdown. The three biggest points is that they don't have dollars. If you deposited dollars, you can't take them out anymore. And there's no more FDIC insurance. So, again, I do think this is pretty much old news. If we look at this article here, this talks about Binance US halting the dollar withdrawals. If we look here, this is what the email said: to convert stuff to stable coins or digital assets, to withdraw dollars if you wanted to get your dollars back. But you can see this here. In early June, the firm suspended dollar deposits, saying basically the SEC extremely aggressive and intimidating tactics against the crypto industry had left banking partners reluctant to engage with the sector, and that Binance US warned customers that its banking partners were preparing to pause dollar withdrawals as early as June 13th. So that could have happened a couple months ago, but has happened now. So, we got a little bit of an extension there. But this is not something that should be too shocking. And it's on Binance US. It's not a massive kind of platform. It really doesn't trade any volume. I don't think basically anyone uses Binance US. So I don't think this is going to be such a big problem. Binance US is pretty much already dead, right? They're getting sued by the SEC. People are going after them. The government's going after them. They've been dead. They've lost all their volume. It might have been wash trading before, anyways. But now officially, if you had anything in there, which I don't even know if people use that anymore, it's officially gone, or you got to take it out in a different type of crypto. And the funny part here too is this, like, the SEC sued them before, so the firm's international arm Binance and its founder CZ on June 5th for allegedly operating unregistered securities platform, which is what the SEC is basically going after all these crypto exchanges. I think Coinbase has a thing too. They're going after Coinbase. So I think they might have a point with that stuff, but it is funny. They sued them for this unregistered securities offering. But one of the things that you can do in getting your money out, if you had money stuck in Binance US, is to withdraw it in BNB, and they'd give you all that. Which BNB would be one of the main things that would be an unregistered security that Binance created out of thin air and offered to retail. So it's just kind of funny. They're being sued for that, but one of their solutions to no more dollars is to give you the thing that they're being sued over. So Binance, it's not a healthy business, not an amazing business. I don't think so. Even if looking at the outside in, it looks like they're desperate for BNB to stay up, just like FTX was desperate for FTT to stay up at elevated levels to not reach those margin calls and stuff. So is the same story going to play out with Binance, just at a much bigger scale, because they are way bigger than FTX was. They have tons of, I think they're like 600,000 Bitcoin, supposedly. They're not really good with proving what they have because they always talk about the asset side of the equation, but never the liability side. They claim to have no liabilities, but won't show you that they have none. Just ask around, and no one has them. So it's just so crazy. Binance is by far not a clear and great business. So I do think they're going to play out more like FTX, and at some point you might see the collapse of Binance. But again, they are a absolutely massive exchange with tons of money, tons of Bitcoin. So if they wanted to, which there's people saying they already are, like selling customers Bitcoin to try and hold BNB at certain levels. But they do have a lot of money to operate with. At some point it runs out, right? At some point you lose it all. But how long till we get to that point? Who knows? And also, just a good question here. For all the dollars that went into here, it's too late to withdraw your dollars from Binance US. Now you can just withdraw, altcoins. So who gets the USD if no one can withdraw it? That is a great question. What happens to the dollars that were already there that Binance US has, right? If they have some sort of dollars, obviously they have to have some. They don't have $0 unless they'd have to have the bank accounts or move them somewhere else, even if the bank said they're not willing to work with them. So the dollars had to have gone somewhere. Where did they go? Who took them? Was it Binance US? Was it Binance? Was it CZ? Did they just rug all of the dollars? Who knows what's going on, but it wouldn't surprise me if there's something shady that happens with it being Binance. Honestly, no one should be really caught up in this. If you have money still in Binance, what are you doing? Like, they were being sued multiple times by the government, by the SEC. People are going after them. People have constantly been talking about how things are going wrong with them. If you have money there, I don't know what to tell you, but at some point we're going to see Binance fall over. We're going to see them collapse. I think so, at least. How long till that point, nobody actually knows. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.